unfortunately, Carrie had to go back for some surgery, and the Clarks left me in charge of the camp. They called everybody together, and they said, Jane's in charge of the camp while we're gone, and she has our permission to fire anybody but the cook. So everybody but the cook sort of giggled nervously and were wondering what bomb I might drop. So I always used to get up early in the morning anyway, to go in and get a cup of coffee and get organized in the kitchen. And that was the year that we had two kitchen boys, who are here tonight. John. Just wondering what's that? So, where's Wixon?
Oh, he's
Still there? Maybe he fled. Oh,
they went up like,
Oh, anyway. So, they were supposed to be there an hour before breakfast was to be served. Half an hour went by, they weren't there. 15 minutes before breakfast, the table wasn't set, the milk hadn't been taken in from the ice house or anything. So they finally showed up for breakfast. So I said, you serve this meal, and after that, you stay right where you are. So what I figured, I was going to fire these kids. For one thing, you have to go through the Bureau of Immigration, and it's a big hassle. So I said, all right, you guys are going to sit on the porch where I can see you, and you can get up for the following reasons. You can get up and work in the kitchen and serve the meal. You can go to the job, but don't play any tricks and try to overdo it, just to get off the porch. And I said, you can take one swim a day just to get cleaned up. Okay? Half an hour later, I checked. John's still sitting on the porch. But Wixon was shooting baskets. Short attention span. So by this time, John became himself the whole time.
right.
But Wixon, I got a hold of him and I said, listen, you better straighten out. I said, don't get off that porch. I said, for one thing, I think your parents are coming up this weekend. I mean, this was pure speculation on my part. It so happened that they did come up. And his mother said to me, well, how's he doing in the kitchen? And I said, well, why not? Passing the ball, I said, why don't you ask the cook, Mrs. Potter? So she went in and asked Mrs. Potter how he was doing. And she said, well, put it this way, Ralph's a very nice boy, but he needs another year to play.
And I know that part of it was just the intimacy, that it was a smaller camp. It was geared more toward the outdoors, where I think Pathfinder, I recall being, I think they had electricity. Boy, did that trip me. And then it stuck with me my whole life since. We go through the summer of 7 weeks, 7.5 weeks, and all the trips and all the wonderful times, and it gave me a chance to be on my own and Jeff to be on his own a bit, but yet we were still connected. And this was pretty incredible. All the singing and the awards get passed out. And I'm not thinking about awards or anything like that. I probably wasn't even aware of it at that time. The camp did that at the end of the summer. And they gave me the Best Trooper Award. That was great. Cool. Appreciate it. Real nice. But then they gave my brother the Most Improved Camper Award. and that was neat too. I was real proud of it. And we pushed him out in the water. And it was one of those perfect nights where there was no wind. The lake was like a mirror. And there was like 100 of these little candles. And we're singing Kumbaya. I'm sure that would have been the song. And it was at that moment that I grew. And I understood what love was.
I think the experience can be better said. I'm Bob Swanik, and this is my wife, Nancy Kent. And we've been married as of last December 25 years. And second week in August will be Nancy's 25th canoe trip. Last summer, she's gotten away with this for a whole year. Last summer, she tied my nephews and our grandson's tree climb. And after Aunt Nancy made it to the top, the boys canceled the competition and they left it as a tie. George, didn't you have a great imitation of a bullfrog?
I believe that's correct. I believe that's correct.
It's your, George, it's your signature. Can't we have a little bullfrog?
Judge's decision, that's a yes.
All the way through this, the memories that come up.
Martha showed that picture, this 440 we were in, and there was going to be this race. You had to go from the one bridge to the other bridge in Dorset, and boy, we were going to kick butt. And so every day we would swim over to Bill's farm and back, thinking, boy, we're getting good. We get stronger and faster. We thought we were really good. So we'd go to the Dorset Regatta, prancing around like we're really going to kick butt.